Hello, I'm JJ from E2TV, and I'm joined here today with Chris Grams, who is the Community Manager of the Management Innovation Exchange.
Yes.
Got that right?
Yes.
So I just had the chance to see your panel on stage, and it was really fascinating. It was all about a management hackathon, and I understand that the idea for this hackathon was hatched at our last E2 conference in Santa Clara.
That's right.
And it was a way to pull together the community between here or there in Boston. But how did you recruit participants?
Yeah, so we went out to a couple of different communities. First, the Mix is a community of people that probably 30, 40,000 people who've been contributing ideas and hacks and all this. So we opened it up to them, and we had done a previous smaller hackathon as a test, and this was our first one that we were going to do try to blow it out and do something really big. And so it was neat to be able to partner with the conference, because the conference had its own list of people who come to these things all the time. And so we reached out to the former conference attendees that we made the call at that event in Santa Clara, and then we reached out to our own. So it was this nice mix of some different communities coming together and participating in the hackathon. We ended up getting about 900 people.
Okay, mix, no pun intended.
Yes, exactly.
Well, that's fabulous. I really, as an event manager, I love the idea of engaging the community in that process. So what was one of the most surprising things that you found through the whole hackathon?
Probably the most interesting thing to me is just the worldwide participation, that you get people from countries that you barely even know exist, and that some of those people end up becoming leaders of the hackathon. And I think the reason for that is that because here we have so many opportunities. If you're living in San Francisco, you're living in Boston, there are many places you can get involved, and you could maybe meet Gary Hamel in a coffee shop or one of these management innovators. But if you're like Alberto Blanco, one of our contributors who lived in Venezuela as a 24-year-old kid and doesn't have any access to management innovators on a regular basis, he not only got involved, but he actually ended up leading multiple hacks and did some of the best hacks out of the hackathon. And he's a 24-year-old kid who's never worked in a big corporation, so he's almost like already management 2.0, and so he was leading other people in these efforts. That to me is the most surprising and interesting thing to come out.
No, I love that. I mean, it's the internet making a level playing field for the
meritocracy.
Love it. And I think Alberto actually coined the term tweetstorm.
Yeah, either he or somebody on his team. Basically, they came up with a hack. They called it tweet storming. It's the idea of brainstorming, but just doing it on Twitter. Very simple idea, and that's what a lot of these hacks are. Is that they're not, sort of crazy things that you'd need the approval of a CEO in order to do. They're things that anybody could do in an organization. So, say you had a little problem in your organization and you wanted to open it up to a larger group to solve it because you couldn't figure it out yourself. You might create a hashtag and just let people know that you're going to do a tweet storm at whatever time, and people in 140 characters or less give you their ideas, and they move really fast, and you can do a brainstorming in a really kind of low-key way and get results quickly versus, let's call a meeting for next Wednesday, and everybody gets together, and then half the people can't make it. You have to reschedule the meeting, and it goes on forever.
And then you have a meeting to schedule another meeting.
Yeah, and then the other cool thing about it is that it's open, so that potentially people you wouldn't have even thought to invite might see it and participate in the process, and you might get ideas that you wouldn't normally see if you were just scheduling a meeting with people you already knew. Okay,
fabulous. So anything that you're actually looking forward to being in Boston today? I know you have a flight this afternoon, kind of a quick trip. I'm amazed that you're not slugging some coffee right now. But anything that you're looking forward to learning from your peers today, other speakers?
Yeah, I'm always just interested in seeing what the latest technology is. I mean, what I do is more on the side of the social and cultural side of collaboration and openness. And so it's neat to see what technology there is to support that. Because I feel like technology by itself doesn't really create true collaboration, and just creating a culture, if it doesn't have great tools, won't work. So it's really that combination of the two together that makes things happen.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your time.
Thanks.